Brian's text history currently is, I texted him last Sunday and said, I'm getting a Bobo jersey too. He said yes, and I just sent him a nude photo of Jason Segal.
It is a cock.
It's not. It's
Dude,
a penis.
It's a cock.
Brother.
That is a flaccid post-shower penis, and it's still very big. That's a cock.
That's not.
I know.
Not a
no,
cock.
because the thing, you know what it is? That turns into a cock.
Well, yeah. It turns into a cock. It's not a cock now.
No. It is a cock now because it turns into a cock.
Your mom's going to be mad at me for this.
Jack Hagler, he has a penis.
Hold on. So we're arguing the
Is that a
difference between
cock?
Cocks and penises?
Yeah.
Brother.
That's not a penis. That's a cock.
The dicks that I'm seeing on these chicks on Instagram, I'm not even kidding. It's like, it looks like a third forearm.
That's a cock.
What is a step above cock?
Hammer.
It's their brother. Like, they're like they got
ponies.
They have mass behind them.
Yeah, like they need a kickstand or something.
Oh, yeah, no, that's their kickstand.
These are my closest confidants. These are my friends. This is my inner circle. We are the inner circle, baby.
You are now listening to the Inner Circle Podcast Network.
I took the plunge and had the time of my life.
I finally took the plunge. And you know what? Feels great.
Man ass.
Big
Mayonnaise.
cocks.
Thick dicks.
Big cocks.
And balls.
Not balls.
Dig it up, up, oh, dig it. Dig it up, up, oh, oh. Dig it up, up, oh, dig it. Dig it up, up, oh.
I'm gonna side with Hunter.
What's up, guys? Yeah, it's a penis.
It's a penis.
It's not a
That's
penis,
not a
dude.
cock.
My brother, that's a cock.
No, that's a penis. That's for sure a penis.
What's up, guys? I already did the big one. Welcome to the plunge. Today's a day. Joining me as always, my lovely husband Riley T. Say what's up, dude.
It's a big old.
I thought you were gonna fucking do that. Hey, how are you?
Hey, how are ya?
Yeah, you're already forgetting your role. See, this is why I'm the host.
Yeah,
And
I like that.
joining us again, Brian Overlees. I don't know. We don't have a plunge nickname for you
That's
yet.
fine. I don't need one.
Brian.
You
It's
do.
Brian.
He's Brian. We're being joined by Brian. Big Brian. We are your fourth favorite hosts on the East Coast, the number one hockey podcast south of the border, the number one religious equestrian podcast north of the Mason-Dixon line, the number one gay marriage podcast east of the Mississippi, the number one potato podcast in Idaho, the number one Just Shimp podcast, the number one skyscraper podcast. It's what, Brian?
Where the fuck did those metrics come from? Like, how'd you?
It's in the
find
trees. The number one Doppler effect podcast. That's
Over here.
the number one anti-nudist podcast with clothes on. The number one Just Inked podcast. And some improv comedy podcast somewhere in the world. And what was the one?
The wheel
The number one.
in the something zone.
The number one wheel spin podcast. It was something
In the spin zone.
in the spin zone. I'll have
The
to
number
listen
one
back.
wheel podcast in the spin zone.
It was something like that.
What's the spin zone?
Yes.
It's the same thing as where it's in the trees.
Gotcha. It's in the metadata.
It is in the metadata. What's up, guys?
Not much.
I think I'm a bad uncle.
Why?
You guys are both uncles, right?
I am.
Yeah.
I need training.
What?
I'm not. I have issues with my niece.
Can we do plunge picks of uncles today?
Yeah, that's a really good plunge picks.
Thank you.
It's a really phenomenal plunge picks.
Why are you bad uncle?
I don't know. I shower her with love. I
I
shower.
thought you were gonna end it at I shower her. I was like, yeah, you're a bad uncle. You don't need to be doing that.
Know your role. That ain't it. I shower her with gifts. I shower her with love.
Does she not like you?
No,
How old is she?
a year and a half.
Well, there you go.
I think
if you
the
were
ma-
a
so
year
the
and a
ma-
half old, would you be afraid of Riley?
Yes,
It
I'll
depends.
answer that for
I
you.
think I would be too.
The main issue is I don't see her enough for her to fully remember me.
Yeah.
That doesn't make
So
you a bad uncle. That makes you a bad brother because you don't go and visit your brother. And
That's
by
fair.
proxy, your niece.
That's fair. So really what happens is every time I see her, I spend the entire visit being like, I'm going to get on the good side. By the time I'm leaving, it's like, yep, she's in. And then I see her, I don't know, 8 weeks later and just clean slate.
Do you know what Riley has in common with his niece, actually? They neither of them have object permanence.
Second something goes out of
Yeah,
just
I
gone.
think at least for him, it's pretty well documented. Object permanence does not exist. Do you remember hearing about the free couch saga?
No.
It was a free couch.
Right?
Oh, wait, no, I switched sides. Wasn't a free couch.
It wasn't a free
Yeah, I
couch.
switched sides when I got my new couch. It's that couch right there.
What's the story?
Do you want to tell it or do you want me
After
to tell
you,
it?
my brother, I need to really figure out this uncle situation.
So during COVID, Riley bought a couch. He paid money for a couch, and then
Through a company.
through
Like a
was it
like a
was it
Ash-
Ashley's?
it was Ashley Furniture.
Okay.
Fuck them.
They did fine.
Don't
They
care.
got me my couch in like
Don't
3
care.
weeks. But he paid for a couch, a fair sum of money, because that's a big couch.
Yeah.
Mine was very expensive, and it wasn't that size. So he paid a pretty penny for it. And then it didn't show up for 4 months. And he was like, it's
Give me
never
my
coming.
money. Yeah, give me my money back.
And then the couch showed up.
No, it didn't.
Huh?
Never got a couch.
What?
I never got a couch from Ashley Furniture.
Oh.
What?
Oh, then you got the money back and
Yeah.
then bought a less expensive couch.
So what is this? What is the predicament?
The couch that I got was free because I got money
The
that
mo-
I had already allocated as spent back, and it paid for a new couch with money that
That wasn't yours.
Well, it is
Basically.
his.
was, but it was money I've
You
already.
see, you already changed
No-
your.
no, see,
oh
the
yeah,
thing
you're
is,
on the
it's-
side now. Sorry,
it's
sorry.
money I spent and was already gone. It was gone for, like Hunter said, 4 to 6 months, and
It
then
was
I
a
got
long time.
then
I
I
will
got
give
it-
it.
then I got that money back. That's free money.
It's not.
But it's not.
No, but it is.
But it's not.
Yeah, but like I had already spent it. It's,
The money still exists. Like,
See
it's-
what I'm talking
it
about
still
about
ca-
object permanence.
But-
it still came from you.
I think
went
I
somewhere else and then
screamed-
came back.
but it was gone.
It's a boomerang.
I think I screamed
It's not
at you
gone.
about object permanence for like again.
This is the first I'm hearing this phrase. So
I
no,
don't think
you
that
did
that's
not.
true, brother. You
Brother.
fucking forgot about a couch and then told me that object permanence doesn't exist. And here we.
It's very
the
object-
plunge is just.
It's very object.
cyclical.
It's very object permanence to forget that you've ever said object permanence.
I don't think you understand the concept of the phrase object
Yeah.
permanence.
I think I'm missing out on the object portion of it.
I think that's just dementia.
Does run in the family. Shout out.
Hey, fun fact: there is a genetic form of dementia that only appears in men, and it appears between ages 25 and 30. So
What?
November's Men's Health Month. Riley, go get your brain checked out.
Nah, if I'm going down, I'm going down without a fight.
We need to revisit this uncle thing though.
We do.
Your problem is you're working too hard. You're putting in too much effort.
Well,
The key to being a good uncle is to like throw a jab in here and there, throw in a gift, throw in some love, and then walk away.
I called my nephew's feet boring yesterday, and all he wanted to do is just talk to me after.
That's nice.
Brother, that's
Well, so
how
the thing is, my nephew. I've met my nephew twice.
your nephew is younger than one. He hasn't met you at all.
He loves me. He FaceTimes with me, and he loves me. He remembers me on FaceTime.
Do you see what kind of mental gymnastics I've been battling for
is.
5 years?
No,
Because
my
no, you're not FaceTiming you with your nephew. Your nephew doesn't know how to operate a phone. You're FaceTiming your brother, and your nephew's there.
But he remembers me.
Oh.
No, he doesn't.
Yes, he does.
No, he doesn't. If you're younger than one, you don't have object
Nah,
permanence. You ever play peekaboo with a toddler?
back to this fucking guy thinking he's fucking. Oh, I'm Mr. Object Permanence.
Wait, so wait, your nephew's younger than one.
Yeah,
How are you defining that he remembers you?
he loves me.
How?
Maybe he's just a happy
Well,
baby.
Like what is
Really, what this
what is
might
telling
be
you that he loves you?
what this might be chalked up to is that he's a happier baby, and the other one is more of a shy baby. And I think that's all it is. But one of them makes me feel good about myself, and one of them makes me feel like the biggest piece of shit on the planet.
So what we're finding out is that Riley thinks his niece is a piece of shit, and that he
No,
loves
I'm
his
the
nephew.
piece of shit. I'm the piece of shit because of her.
You ever been petty with someone under the age of
No,
2?
all right, and do you know what else? She is obsessed with my dad. She's obsessed with my mom. She's obsessed.
Can I ask?
Yeah,
Do they
she
see
stays.
her
She
more?
stays with them often.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would do it.
But still, it hurts my feelings. So what you're saying is I just need to go see her more.
Yes.
We're a
'Kay.
therapist.
I like that
Get that worked
option.
out, like.
We're not sponsored by BetterHelp, but
But we
that's a
could
good
be.
option.
Check in with your homies.
Yeah.
True.
Shout out
November.
Yeah.
Men's health, both mental and dementia.
I also want to talk about Olive Garden and the disappointing performance put in by Lauren last night.
Yeah, that was sad.
What of what?
Lauren, we go to Olive Garden. I don't know.
I don't know what the end of this is.
Every 2 years. Also, Olive Garden always hits. Always goes crazy.
So does Longhorns.
I agree. No disagreements here. The Garden always goes bananas. And
Yeah, I know. I used to go with
and-
you and your parents all the time.
And I always forget how crazy it goes. That's a big part of the Garden.
Can I
A
ask?
big part of the Garden is that you forget how crazy the Garden goes.
Do you do the endless pasta? Either of you?
No.
I don't know how frequently you go to Olive Garden,
I
Brian.
rarely do. I always get the entree with the multiple things, though. It's like the smorgasbord.
It's like
the
the Adam
the
Sandler
Taste of
Olive
Italy.
Garden.
yeah, it tastes
Yes,
good.
I'm familiar.
That's the
Fucking slaps.
So I, yeah, that's right. You know,
Go on.
there's one thing I know in this life. It's the name of chain restaurants.
anything that has a sampler. Doesn't matter if it's like an East Asia.
I know its
res,
name.
Like, yeah, that would be the
Let me
gong
put that.
shoe.
Let me put that in the bank.
Well, it's just like sports rosters. He just knows the entire fucking thing for no reason. Like, he
What
knows
was
the
the-
rosters of these restaurants.
What was it? The Gagungu Mungu?
Gungu Mungu, that's good. Yeah, it's like I can't go visit my niece, but I can tell you how many touchdowns Gary Barnage had in 2013.
Yeah, you should fix that.
I've always had that autism. Even when I like collected baseball cards, I would have like every baseball player in the MLB's stats memorized.
Did you just sit and read cards?
Yeah. And then I would make like my own all-star rosters based on the cards I had and stats. I was Moneyball before Moneyball was. I would like look at stats and be like, Cliff Frazier's better than Todd Helton. He should have
When
been in
you
the
were-
All-Star game.
So instead of being like a fat Jewish kid when you were like 11, you're just an autistic 11-year-old savant for baseball stats.
Dude, I am Jonah Hill in Moneyball. Also,
You ever learn something about someone you've known for like 10 plus years and wish you weren't friends with them?
Also, the best part is like, it was probably like 2007 or 8. All my cards were from 2003.
So none of these people
So
were
yeah,
relevant.
I was making these all-star teams of people who well
Riley
out
would
of the
have created
league.
the greatest 2003 MLB
That-
Arizona Diamondbacks you've ever seen.
That's a fact.
Oh, that's incredible.
Yeah, I'll just walk up to someone and be like, you know, in 2003, Khalil Green led all shortstops. And
Are we
The
at a
thing
point
that-
now in the world where, like, if you're ever good at one thing, you're just autistic?
yes,
I say that people are autistic for less.
Yeah.
Not in a negative way, but like
Like what's the minimum requirement for being autistic?
for me
Yeah.
or to me,
For you.
if you do something that's different from me.
That's
It's a low bar.
crazy.
It's a lot
That
of
is
autistic people.
insane.
Yeah, everyone but me, to me, is autistic.
It's the Tom Brady and the Simpsons meme. Everybody sucks but me. He's riding out on a moped.
Yeah.
That's
it's
an
me.
elite clip.
The spice. Do you know what the spice
That was
is?
the best episode of
The
The
South Park?
Simpsons.
Oh.
Do you know what that Simpsons episode is?
I've seen a lot of The Simpsons. I
So
watched.
this is like close to the end of Prime Simpsons. Homer.
I was on The Simpsons.
That's how,
if you were
little
wondering.
that's how little I think of you. I compare you to Homer Simpson. Homer Simpson becomes awesome at doing end zone celebration dance and tauntings. Like, just straight up shit talking, taunts,
Literally,
and dances.
all I can think of is the Family Guy equivalent. What's the shapoopy?
Yeah.
Shapoopy.
It's it's that
The girl
episode
that's
for
hard
them.
to get.
Yes, pretty much. Homer becomes awesome at doing dances and just starts teaching. He becomes a consultant for like the NFL players. And then Tom Brady just rides around on a moped with one of those big like beach signs on an airplane like hanging off of him and just goes, "Everybody sucks but me." Yeah, it's great.
Did I read that they were taking out him strangling Bart? Is that correct?
Yeah, they're
Well,
not
so you
doing
take
that
him-
anymore.
Oh, they're
That
not.
has to like are they going
That's
back
recent. No, they're not
in the
like,
Disney archives to remove them or
No,
going
no, no, no,
forward
no.
they
Moving
won't have him
forward.
Like
strangle Bart?
wokeness hit them, and they were like, "We can't have."
Well,
you."
wokeness hit them a few
Homer.
years ago, and they fired Apu. and
that's
cast
right,
him
that
with
did
an
happen.
Indian guy.
Who did the voice before?
It was the guy who does Homer, I think. It was Hank Azaria.
Hank Hill.
Yeah. That's funny.
Bobber.
Apu's funny.
Apu is
Apu
funny.
is objectively funny.
Yeah.
Can't take away Apu.
I mean,
Thank you. Come again. I mean, like, you don't need an Indian guy to do that.
you know, that's also that phrase got pinned on Indian people.
Yeah.
And Indian guy didn't even say it. That's
Yeah,
crazy.
he's a white
Yeah.
guy.
I actually I think I said that the other day, just talking about like.
You're talking about Apu.
No,
The other
I think I
day.
just said.
Also, they gave Apu like 1,300 kids. That was funny.
Yeah, that is fun.
I did not know that.
He had octuplets.
Yeah. Have you seen every episode?
Probably not.
No.
I don't think I've watched a new episode in 5-6 years.
I don't think I've ever seen like a full Simpsons episode. I've
There's
only seen snips.
I watched not all of it, but when I lived in Maine, after John moved out and it was just me and Noah, we watched a lot of Simpsons for some reason.
That was probably right when it got moved to Disney Plus.
No, because we had Plex.
The fuck does that mean?
It was already on there.
What is Plex?
It's that thing that my uncle has.
Oh.
You know what Plex is.
Is he
Yeah.
a good uncle?
He is a good uncle. He's the best. He might
Well,
be.
No, he's not a good uncle-in-law. I'll tell you that much.
Explain.
Huh?
What?
He's not a good uncle-in-law.
What do you mean?
He's a bad uncle to me.
Oh. I was like, hey, my buddy is really interested in Plex because he saw it on my TV, and he wanted me to ask you if he could have access to it. And he goes,
Is that how you sold me to him?
I told him
I'm
you're
just-
my best friend.
It doesn't sound like that's how he sold it to him, is it, Brian?
No, it's not.
No.
Brother, I was hammered.
Yeah, that's right. I'm gonna need you to try again. I gave Medea too much money. I need you to try. I need you to try harder.
I should go and check if Medea's on it. What were we talking about before we came down here that Riley told us not to?
Yeah, that's you gotta write it down when I tell you.
Well, I mentioned I brought up how in pain I was after doing.
Yeah, it was
leg
like
dabs.
that. Yeah.
That's what it was.
All right, so
I
showed,
was talking about the boys that have had top surgery and had monster cocks
Yeah.
on
Oh.
Instagram.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then Jason Segal also has a monster cock. I
No, he
showed.
doesn't.
No.
It's a big cock.
brother. It's 2v1.
It's a big
It's a
dick.
penis.
It's a big penis.
It's not a penis.
Okay.
Yeah.
How about it's a big penis then?
It's a penis.
It's a. Yeah, it's a standard.
I guess I envy you
Off-the-shelf
guys
penis.
because that's a bigger penis than I have. I'll tell you that much. Remember when Jack with hubris was like, "I have a 9-inch penis," and then sent us a photo of his erect penis.
That was
And it was like
Does he have a
5
giant cock?
inches. No,
Oh.
maybe 9 if you multiply like width times length.
He's doing math.
I think when I was
The area of his penis is 9.
the thing is,
just length, guys.
I remember that day very vividly because I was in the camp before he sent the picture. He's like, "Yeah, I have a 9-inch penis." I was like, "No, you don't."
Yeah,
And then
we all said that. We all said no, you don't.
And then he
Jack was the only one in the camp that
well,
he did.
you were like, "Let me see it."
Yeah, I was.
I was not.
I was.
And then it got sent, and
Boy,
it
was that jarring.
It was jarring because I didn't think he was gonna do it. He was like, "All right, fine." I think
also-
we're playing Apex or something.
I wasn't expecting an erect penis. I'll tell you that much.
Oh, was this before you guys met in person?
No,
or-
this is like
No,
2
that-
years into knowing him,
This man willingly sent you a picture of his cock.
Erect penis.
brother.
Penis, sorry.
I
Yeah,
used-
yeah, not a cock. We've been over this.
I used to send Riley pictures of my dick all the time when I was in undergrad.
Never hard.
Never
Never
hard.
hard.
Can't send a picture of your penis hard to the
Why?
fellas.
Was it just as like a evening gift?
No, what I used to do is I used to try to send
You
him
would
pictures
hide
of
it.
my dick. No. I would send him pictures of my dick on Snapchat in the middle of the day, hoping that he was in public and would open it in public. I got him a few times. I got Poity better than anybody else.
Yeah.
He was getting on a flight to come home, and he told me he was in the middle seat, and he goes, "Oh, Hunter snapped me," because I never snap anybody. And he opened it, and then he texted me. He's like, "You're a fucking asshole."
No way.
I was like, "That's incredible."
Flight risk now.
Brother, I remember the picture, too. Have you ever seen, like, the Walmart water bottles, like the clear ones with, like, the spin-on cap, and they flick open.
You just
Oh, yeah.
you just described a
They're-
water
well,
bottle.
no. They're like the Contigo water bottles.
Yeah.
So I laid my dick on it, and however many milliliters it went to, I said, did anybody order insert? I don't remember what exactly what it was, but it was insert number that you could like see next to the tip of my dick of cock, and that is in my head. I think about that like probably once a year. It's usually in the spring because he was coming home like for the summer. And I just smile to myself knowing that I got his ass.
That is a bananas way to measure penis size using milliliters.
Fluid ounces.
fluid
How many
ounces.
fluid ounces of cock do you have on you?
I also used to do a. Have you ever seen Nick Swardson do his stand-up special?
No, I don't think so.
One, you should check it out. He's wicked funny. But he talks about he used to put his dick on his wrist and go, "My watch is broken. Can you tell me what time it is?" And I would just put my dick over my wrist. And there was only a few guys on my floor, and we were all close. But I would always take my dick out and be like, "Hey, I think my watch is broken. What time does this?" And they'd be like, "Dude."
We went through like a 2-year span where you and me just hit each other with that.
All the time.
No less
just
than 100
constantly.
times.
Dicks
I would do the
were not in the
I would do the
boxes.
rainbow. Remember the rainbow?
What was the was that where you would like?
Wrapped around my face.
Yeah, Riley's wearing his dick like a pinky ring. Oh,
Yeah, maybe. There's
I
a
remember
rainbow.
I remember why I stopped too.
Someone yelled at you and said,
No.
"Hey, you can get."
Well, you remember Matt Penalt, right?
Yeah.
I went to undergrad with him. He lived on my floor freshman year. I used to sexually harass him.
What?
I don't think it was because I was always naked in the bathroom anyways, like on the floor if I was in the bathroom and I was about to take a shower. Like I didn't have my towel on. My line of thought
That's a
is
crazy person.
That
move.
is a very
my
crazy
thought
person
was
move.
everybody has one. You should not you don't need to stare at it. But like if I'm in the bathroom, if
Being-
I'm at home, I'm naked and I live here now, so I'll be naked in the
No,
bathroom.
full naked in a public.
No. I
dorm
wasn't
shower
full
is
naked. I had
crazy.
flip flops.
Full naked in a public dorm.
Darn.
Darn.
Carry on.
But
I mean, I agree with your stance there, but at the same time, like, just because you can be naked with people you live with doesn't mean you should.
if it makes it for what it's worth, I should say.
No.
There was a kid who lived on my floor. Again, we were all very close. He did the same thing. It was like a locker room. Like if the guys were in the bathroom, like some guys were naked, other guys were not. Depended on your comfort level. My
Yeah,
best friend
okay.
on the floor, Ethan, constantly naked in the bathroom. But what I would do to Matt
It's
is
just weird.
Oh, right. This is a dorm, so this is like shared bathroom.
Yes.
I think that's
Gotcha.
extra crazy.
Yeah.
Because
Well-
then, well, all right. What if you're like,
like naked and somebody walks in
Well,
and girls are walking by.
no? What if I'm just the guy who lives here and I just want to go take a shit and that's my bathroom
I don't
and
care.
there's just naked dudes around?
It's
That would
also
piss me
my
off.
well.
That
then
would kinda
find
piss
a
me
different bathroom. I don't know what to tell you. There's 3 floors of bathroom. You didn't have to use that bathroom. If you were uncomfortable by
think-
me,
I think you're in the wrong here.
I don't.
Well,
That's,
you know
well,
what?
I don't care.
I don't think anyone's in the wrong, but I think you're a dick. for it.
Well, I get his point about like everyone's got one. Like I get it, and I think like knowing my brain, after a certain amount of dicks, I'd be used to it.
Yeah, for sure.
I'd be-
Can I tell you my story doesn't go up for me?
It never does.
Matt Penalt, chronic towel wearer.
okay, normal person.
But what I would do is I would like wave my dick at him because I knew it made him uncomfortable. And it got to a point where like if he was I knew he was in the shower. Like I see a speaker on the windowsill. I would just go
Oh,
and
you're a
open
dick.
up the shower and be like, "Can I come in?"
Oh my god.
And then it got to a point where like I would go into the bathroom and be like, "Hey, who's that?" And I'd be like, "It's me." And he would like hold the curtain and I would pull it and stretch my dick into the
Fought over the curtain?
shower.
Me and
That was terror.
me and Evan's relationship never recovered from me getting in the shower with him.
Wait, did you get in with him completely naked?
Yeah. Me and Danny would just play practical jokes on Evan often. That whole house, we would just play practical jokes on
On
each
Evan?
other.
Or everyone?
Also, you know, like the snap memories.
Yeah.
I get a snap memory every 3 days from Danny of just me and Evan wrestling, full on like
Full wrestle.
full on grappling, like on the couch or on the floor in our apartment junior year.
Hell yeah.
Just going. Apparently, we just wrestled every day.
You were clothed, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
But then one time, Evan's a very private person. He's
like
also
with his body, or
he's
just
a
in
very
general?
heterosexual man.
Is he
Could
afraid
not-
of homosexuality?
Yes, that's where I will say. And I went, Danny, watch this. And it's also such a funny video because it's me at like.
Are you already butt ass naked?
I'm like 205 pounds in this video. Too,
like
which
you're
makes
you're
it
tiny.
so much funnier because it looks like a different person. And I'm like, Danny. And he's just showering in the main shower downstairs.
What, in your apartment? Like
Yeah,
that
in our
I came and
apartment.
saw.
Yeah, there were all 4 of us lived.
Was that the one that had the 2 doors, like one on each side? It was almost like
No,
in the
that
middle.
was when we lived with Scott. and
Okay,
Ryan.
so this is a different one.
Yeah. And I just got in the shower with him, and you just hear him go, "What are you doing, you fucker?" It's the best video there is.
I wish that we had a video of year 1 live stream when you lived with
Shane.
When you lived with Shane, and Poity stopped in, and this is like
We have the video somewhere.
no. This is I know there's no video
Behind
of
the
this.
scenes. Oh, the shower.
So you've seen the peanut butter baby or peanut butter hunt picture, like
Yes.
the sticker.
Yeah.
So after that, I went and took a shower when Riley lived at his duplex, and Poity was there, and someone told me that Poity was gonna come up and like scrape the peanut butter off me with like a broom or something. And I'll never forget.
Hunter was head to toe in like an
No,
inch
it
of
was like
peanut
I
butter.
it was
saw
like
it. I
waist
saw it.
up, and
Yeah.
it was like a thick layer. But what happened is I'm completely naked in the shower, and I thought it was Poity, and
Someone started scraping you down.
somebody
Scrubbing you down.
somebody started scraping me down.
Someone
It's-
started giving an assist.
Now that I think about it, he sounds like Poity too, a little bit.
A little bit.
And I thought I was talking with Poiters, and I turn around for him to get my front because the way that he came in, I was like already facing the wall, and the curtain open, and they're like, "Hey, I got a broom, I'm gonna scrape." I was like, "All right, whatever." And I turn around, full cock and balls, and the roommate Shane, and I was like, "Oh." It's like, that's not who I thought I was
Hey.
talking to.
He just started scraping you down.
Yeah.
Like casually.
There was still peanut butter in random places in my house for like 2 years.
Do you ever get the silly string off of your window?
Sort of. I left it so long that it was stained in the window.
This is not even a podcast moment. I was taking a shit at Riley's house on like a football Sunday, and then he opened the door and just sprayed me with silly string.
Like 2 minutes too. It was an aggressive amount of. It was like a minute and a half too long.
No. It was he sprayed me too long, and then it stopped, and I thought that was it. No, he was just shaking the can to get more.
However long you think is like too much to spray someone with silly
Anything
string.
longer than like
A
10
second,
seconds.
yeah. Anything more than like 3 seconds. I did for at least a minute.
You used
A whole
the
can.
full can.
It was so funny.
That was a long time. Like after 20 seconds, weren't you like, you know what?
Yeah, maybe.
That's
Maybe
why
I'll
he had
stop.
to shake the can, because you have to shake it to get it
Yeah.
all ready.
Yeah, I did.
I remember I smelt like that driving home, and it gave me a headache.
Oh, so Olive Garden.
Right.
Oh,
Welcome to the plunge,
Hey.
Brian.
Yeah.
what do you think this brings up my question from before we started recording. How many sentences do you think you ever started and then just aborted?
Yeah, so many.
Me, not many.
You're
just
a
No,
punctual
like
kind of
sentence
guy.
finisher.
Well, I finish what I want to
Or you
say,
don't
or
start.
I just don't say it. Yeah. I never
Wow.
start it.
That's crazy.
Could not be Riley.
Could not be me.
Riley, this all started. You weren't recording, right?
No.
Riley started the sentence, and this is for the listeners. I'm looking at Brian, but this is for the listeners. Riley was like, "How do I and what I'm gonna and what?" And then I was like,
I
"What
just
the
gave
fuck
I
are
gave,
you
I
doing?"
gave up at that point. I was like, I know what I'm saying, so I'm just
Critical
gonna go
error.
do it. Yeah. For all you wondering, I was trying to get a clip onto my soundboard.
But this also begs the question: on the podcast, you
How many-
always finish your sentences. Like, you'll bulldoze through somebody talking to finish the sentence. Off the podcast, You develop some neurological disorder that prevents you from finishing most sentences.
Yeah.
Is it just
It's like the opposite of performance anxiety.
Riley
Yeah,
has verbal tics until he talks into a microphone?
I just have performance.
Yeah, just performance.
So
Olive Garden.
We went to Olive Garden all day. Lauren was talking that shit. She was like, I'm gonna
house some food?
She's like, I'm gonna clean 3 plates from that endless
Nah.
pasta. I went, all right.
Wait, she got endless pasta?
Yeah, she always gets endless pasta.
Absolute fucking champion.
So I should have gotten endless pasta. I didn't.
We
I
should
should've.
go back soon, because I bet you and me could
I bet
crush
we could
plates.
clear
All
plates.
3. How many between the 3 of us do you think we could stack up?
Double digits.
I don't know. I can't consume as much as I used to.
They make that the same. They make that first plate big. That's the secret.
That's why you bring Tupperware and you
And
take
then-
that first plate home, and then
We did.
So okay, hold on. So have you done the endless before?
I've never done the endless.
Because I think it's a lie. Like the breadsticks. Like just let's focus in on the breadsticks.
'Kay.
I don't actually think it's endless breadsticks. I think after
If
a
you-
certain
if you
amount, the
tried-
waiter's like, I've been here 4 times. This is your 5th basket. Can you please order an entree?
I don't think
I don't think it's true.
Well, the endless. You have to
You
order
order like
something
a
for
Bud
the
Light.
endless,
Right. Okay.
or you order the endless. There's an option for just endless breadstick, soup, and salad.
But like, has
If you're
anybody tested the waters enough to be there for like 4 hours?
To
Yes.
Having gone through a dozen
No,
baskets
no.
of breadsticks, like, is it real?
Matt Stoney on YouTube, he did the
Endless pasta, I think.
at Red Lobster.
Okay.
He did one of those endless bowl things,
And it was real.
and it was real. He ate like 36 plates. And then I think he did one at Olive Garden as well.
Yeah, because I don't think they care, because they're making so much off of.
The
Also,
other people who don't finish like
Yeah.
plate
True.
1.
yeah, and also
Lauren.
yeah, Lauren. So, I think Lauren's fatal flaw
Fatal flaw.
in this. She ate the entire bowl of salad.
Rookie
It's a
move.
big bowl.
I will say the house salads
It's-
at Olive Garden go crazy.
It's
really good.
It's very good, but she ate the entire bowl because I got my chicken gnocchi soup, of course.
Chicken what?
The chicken gnocchi soup.
What is that? Can someone explain to me what is GNOCCI?
Gnocchi.
That's how you say
I don't
that.
even know what that is.
Gnocchi. It's like a
thought it was-
potato
I thought it was
pasta kind of
gnocchi.
thing. Can be gnocchi.
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 Definitely not that one.
That's how I
Gnocchi.
originally said it.
Okay.
Shelby
It's
has said it before. I
delicious.
forget what.
Aren't double C's in Italy chi or cha?
I
Don't they do the cha song?
Brother, I don't know. Gnocchi.
Like Bertucci's?
I mean, listen, you're making a lot of good points. Gnocchi's sick. If you ever go to Trader Joe's, they have like a cheesy gnocchi frozen meal. Goes bananas.
Brother, I've had it. I've had gnocchi one time.
Yeah?
The consistency is like boogies.
No.
Yes.
You had bad gnocchi.
Isn't all pasta though like
Yes,
boogies?
kind of.
Yeah.
No, because some of them are very like most pasta is starchy.
Yeah.
Gnocchi is like it's slippery.
Hold on, back to the salad. So when you say she ate the whole salad
Whole
bowl,
bowl.
you mean like the whole shareable bowl
Yes.
or her personal bowl?
Yeah, the shareable bowl.
Like they bring the endless salad.
That
she's
is
like,
that is a lot of salad.
It's a lot of salad.
Yeah.
I had probably like 3 bites.
But also it's
She had the
fucking-
rest of the
It's
salad.
lettuce. Like,
Yeah.
come on. Like
Can
that's
I
lettuce
in-
does not fill you up that much.
Can I insert? Salad is fucking disgusting.
It depends.
Vegetables, ew.
The only reason I get salads at lunch ever or when they have the buffalo chicken as a topping out, and
Yeah.
then I just have a plate of buffalo chicken.
I never eat salad without a protein.
yeah,
It has to have something.
yeah.
I don't have salad. Yep.
When's the last time you had lettuce not on like a burger or chicken sandwich?
Does a taco count?
No.
I don't know if I've ever had lettuce.
Have you ever-
Chipotle?
Have you ever ordered a salad?
No.
Yeah, I have.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Well, this goes to both because you said you've ordered a salad. Have you ordered a salad?
Yeah.
Why would you go out and order a salad?
I wouldn't.
Yeah, the chicken critter salad from Texas Roadhouse. It goes crazy.
The only time I've done it is if I'm like fasting.
Texas Roadhouse salads
like-
go crazy. They're always ice cold.
That's wrong because
blue
no
cheese?
salad goes crazy.
That's fair. That's a fair
That's not
assessment.
true.
So anyway, Lauren talked all that shit. She finished her first bowl, and I actually had to finish it because we wanted to get the second bowl to take home.
That's what's up.
She was like, "Can you finish this?" I was like, "Of course I can finish this."
Hell yeah.
My engine's always running. I can always eat.
Speaking of salads,
But yeah, also, you know what Olive Garden does?
what?
You can pay them $7 and they'll just give you another entree to bring home.
7
Yeah,
across the board. No
after
matter
you've
what
ordered
entree?
an entree.
You can get a taste of Italy for $7.
They have. I don't know.
I hate the repeated reference of the taste of Italy so much.
That's all I get.
I don't know, but it's a great deal. It works for I was talking to Corey about it. He's like, it's a great deal for everyone involved. They're getting their markup because on pasta, I'm sure it costs them 8 cents to make a plate of food.
Doesn't Olive Garden have like a membership where like if you go a certain amount, like you get a card?
Brian, I'm going to task you with finding out.
Yeah, I'll find that. I'll
Bro,
double up on that.
what do you pay? How are you losing money each month? I pay for my Planet Fitness, I pay for Netflix, and I pay for my Olive Garden membership. That's great. I hope that it's real. I really do.
Jackie, how many plates of Olive Garden could you house?
0.
No way.
You couldn't get through one,
No
if we're being
way.
honest. I've seen you eat.
You get like through a quarter.
I've seen you eat.
Jackie,
you
do you
could
think
not
you could
finish
eat one of those slippers if it was made of something edible?
Yeah.
Guys, I fucking knew it. I was right.
Jackie, would you sign up for an Olive Garden membership?
Talking to the mic.
Yes.
So Olive Garden offers a $500 lifetime pasta pass.
That's a deal. Right
Where it
there.
is a never-ending pasta pass. You bring that pass
Huh?
with you to Olive Garden,
You
and
just-
you get never-ending pasta.
What's the limit? Do you have you can only go 3 times
Brother,
a
did
week?
you not take
Never
calculus? The limit does not exist.
And it's not available for to go. So you have to be
go.
in,
You have to go
be
dine.
brick and mortar
You have to go
restaurant
dining
dining.
at Olive Garden. I mean, if you work in a plaza across the street from an Olive Garden,
If you lived in your
And the-
car.
that
Imagine.
too, that's a good investment. $500. Is it? It's lifetime.
It's a lifetime.
That's a good
Well,
investment. Annual or no?
It has to be annual. There's no way. $500.
Yeah, but they
Lifetime?
make so. They're probably relying on you to fall off at some point.
What if you
probably.
just love pasta?
Well, like I said, if you just live next to an Olive
Jackie.
Garden, every night you just go to the bar, you get your pasta, and then you fucking. Can I tell you?
Hold on. Jackie, what do you think your lifetime, in weight pasta that you've eaten is?
Pounds,
No, milliliters.
fluid ounces.
Fluid ounces.
Do you want to hear something crazy last night? I got
No, I want to hear it right now.
I got the ZD Al Forno last night, 5 cheese, okay? And on the endless pasta, they have the option to add meats. So you can add meatballs, chicken, or
I gotta tell you something.
Italian sausage, right?
Oh no.
I had lasagna last night. My mom put meatballs.
That goes crazy.
Spread. I'm not talking
Meatballs in
just
lasagna.
brother. She cut little holes in certain parts and then just went kerplunk and dropped that meatball in. It went fucking crazy. You remember the surprise meatballs from the ravioli cups at Adam's
Do I
wedding?
remember the surprise meatballs?
It was the equivalent of you're eating lasagna. It's
And
like,
just a
oh
surprise
shit, there's a
meatball.
fucking meatball in here. Are you kidding me?
All right, so back to what I was saying.
Yeah.
Hold on, I have an update. and then I'll
Okay.
finish.
Wait, real quick. Mine's quick. Mine's real quick.
Okay, go.
I got the sausage on the side of my ZD Al Forno, right?
I hate that you're calling it Al Forno. I don't know.
All right,
That's
you want me
not
to?
a word.
On my Taste of Italy, I got fucking on my ZD Al Forno 5 cheese.
Okay.
I went. Can I also
5
add?
5 cheese.
Because clearly, adding sausage is something they do.
Yeah.
Obviously,
And Jason Segal.
yes.
Cock.
Cock.
No, penis.
Penis.
My
That is
pasta-
Mr. Riley's
My
Al
pasta is
Forno.
served to me, and there's just one sausage link, uncut,
What?
on the top. And I was
on
just
top
like,
of spaghetti.
I was floored, and I was prepared all meal to be mad when they tried, because the add-ons, huh?
300 pounds.
Of pasta, lifetime.
I
Nice.
think that's probably a good guess.
How much of that is hamburger helper?
You should. That shit goes
I know.
crazy.
Yeah.
The Strum.
12 pounds a year, because one box of pasta I probably eat about a month, and that's a pound.
You only eat one box of pasta.
But
a
is that
month?
cooked or uncooked?
Yeah, that's
uncooked.
uncooked.
Is lighter.
Yeah.
Cooked.
Oh.
So you're probably
Maybe I should
double.
round to 15 a year.
Yeah. Okay, so
What kind of fucking?
3:45. That's fine. So I'm prepared all dinner. I'm prepared to be
Unexpected.
all dinner. I'm prepared to be furious about being charged $5 for this sausage link that they just laid on top. And then it came back. It almost was a Tuckersism. It just said one link, $1.99. And I was like,
$2
okay.
for a link of sausage.
I was
That's
fine with it.
still
It was pretty banging, but I was prepared to be much more mad.
for the size of a.
But I would have liked.
Jason Segal penis.
Yeah, I would have liked. It probably was actually almost exactly a Jason Segal penis.
And you were mad that it wasn't more, so you'd call that a cock?
I mean, I'm always hungry for more sausage. So wait, what was? Oh, Brian.
hold on.
I
Update.
also gotta say that was the funniest thing that she was doing legit math for.
Yeah,
I didn't know that she was still back there.
also
and
like
she
that
goes
she-
about 300 pounds.
Yeah.
I also like that she did not calculate for the water.
No, at all.
Yeah.
Which is a huge.
All right.
Update for all my Olive Garden fans. So they
everyone.
discontinued the Never-Ending Pasta Pass
Post Malone.
because of COVID.
Oh.
But when it went live in 2019, sold out immediately. So
Wow.
they
That's
need to bring it
crazy.
back, and there's arguments online about how it saved Olive Garden.
That
Gave him
can't
capital.
possibly
Gave
be
him
true.
capital on the top.
Yeah.
What do you think a single share of Olive Garden is worth? No cheating right now.
I don't know if they're
Now or
I don't know if they're
right
a
now?
publicly traded company.
They
on their
have
own.
got to be.
They probably
publicly
have a
traded.
parent company that owns
What do you
like
True.
100 companies.
There's definitely no.
So let's
There's definitely no Olive Garden stock on the
OG.
NYSE. Yeah.
OLI.
I would put it at like $4.
I was gonna say 17.
I was also gonna say 17, so I'm gonna prices right you and say $16.99.
There's no way 17 is a good size.
You
stock.
just-
But
You just fucked up your.
I'm
Price is
changing
Right.
it to 17.01.
No, you already did. it. You better hope it's exactly $16.99, bozo. All right, let's find out. And then I watched some fucking movies. Brian, you watched some movies?
You also
Watch
watched
some
some
fucking
movies.
Let's hear about some
That's why
Brian
I was
movies.
earlier. I was going.
Yeah, so update. Many weeks ago, I spun the wheel and I got Friday the 13th films, which I've never seen before. I only know the history, and I only know that they're a cult classic, right? Rather, you're gonna
They're
say
all
something?
good.
They are owned by Darden Restaurants Inc. We were unbelievably far off. I did win.
Is it like $61?
It's $150.
Okay, well that's different because that's a huge company.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. Anyway, Friday the 13th films are trash. Like I'm just gonna come out.
they're
and say
so
that.
fun to watch.
They're
though.
not fun to watch. They're
They're-
really bad because there's zero creativity. Jason is literally like a retard. Like I'm sorry.
Oh, can't say that on this
You
one.
can't.
Not
Yeah.
on this show.
Okay.
We'll
You get
ble-
your one.
I
Yeah.
get my one.
I'm not bleeping it, but you get your one.
All right. He's literally dumb, like in the head,
It's
and
underdeveloped.
his entire strategy is killing one person when they're not looking, and then putting the body in a strategic location so that they get the other victims to run to a predetermined trap where he then kills them, and then he just hangs up the bodies on the walls like trophies. Like,
Brother, that sounds pretty smart.
but it's not
He's hurting cattle.
because he struggles to get these kills. Like he's struggling.
Yeah, but he still gets them. You don't call someone who gets a hat trick who struggled to get the hat trick a chump. They still got a hat trick, brother.
Man, whatever.
Charlie Coyle the other night.
Was it a pasta? Told him not to pass?
No, Charlie Coyle. Yes, Pasta told him not to pass, and then he passed him, and Pasta went, nope, for an empty net.
It's for his first career hat trick?
Yeah.
Okay.
It was his first
Oh, I
career.
did see that.
Yeah, he passed it over to Pasta for the empty net, and Pasta's like, no,
No,
fucking
take it."
chance, dude.
How many
You get
pounds of pasta?
Yeah.
315.
But I mean, I always liked watching the Friday the 13th.
So
It's
I've
the
I've
same
never-
movie, just
Well,
copy and pasted.
I get why they were so popular. It's because there was sex everywhere. There were nude women everywhere.
True.
And that's why people loved them because
I-
that was not something you
They
saw
do
in films.
They do
Like,
have one of my favorite scenes. One of the first kill is he like stabs a girl in the head, but her tits are just like
Yeah.
bouncing around. That's a cool opening scene to a movie.
Yeah.
I do like your synopsis of all the movies. You have great write-ups on Letterboxd.
We
do.
did read
Right.
one of them. I don't think you were on the episode when we read it, but
Which one?
Was it the last
I
one?
have some really good ones. And then
The final
well,
chapter,
actually,
I think.
our plunge group chat is named after one of your write-ups.
I saw that.
Van enchiladas and sticky fingies.
Yeah.
I don't.
That was I don't remember which one that was.
I think that was 5.
5. Yeah. Which one did you read though?
I read them all.
We
No, I
read
mean, like, on the
on the
podcast.
plunge. We read. I think it was after you had
It was 2
done the
or
last chapter because
Oh, okay.
it was the one. What's fucking the dude who you're like? Who's the main bad guy who becomes Jason?
Jason Voorhees.
No. The teenager that becomes the new Jason.
That guy. I don't remember his name, but
It started. I was like him, fucking him.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, nice.
Oh no, that was the child actor guy.
It was Mikey from
from like Stand By Me. What's his name? I'm horrible.
Just
with
go to
actor
his.
names,
I think it's literally the last one in the original.
Mikey's gonna be furious right now.
yeah,
Why
because
are you on yours? Go to Brian's.
I love him.
Just give me a second.
Stand By Me is one of my favorite films of all time, and I love him in that.
Corey Feldman.
Corey Feldman.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, absolute stud. Did not know he was in this franchise at all.
All I remember from your review is just the Corey fucking Feldman.
It was an awesome surprise. I loved it, and he had a bonkers scene at the end of that film too, because he like shaved his head and he got all crazy. Like he went absolutely ludicrous in order to save his sister. So it was freaking wild.
I'm looking at your list
What are we
and I'm
doing?
just remembering after you watched the first Triple X movie. That shit made me laugh.
All right, so I watched Triple X.
Do you know
this week.
who the star of Triple X is?
It's Vin Diesel, right?
Have you seen Triple X?
I know what Triple X is.
Who the fuck knows who Triple X
I was
is?
sending a lot of Triple X into the chat. I'm sure you didn't read it because Triple X movies are
Horrifying.
bananas.
Yeah.
They're absurd.
Yeah, they're pretty crazy.
All right, so let me start this off by saying I think if I rewatched Triple X 1 again, it would get a higher rating. When I first watched it, I thought it was a movie that took itself seriously and was like a actual
Like the past fire level of I'm gonna be badass but be self-aware.
yes. I didn't think it was self-aware. I thought it was trying to do something and just like unironically being as funny as it was. So Triple X, Xander Cage is a badass dude who loves action sports.
What's his background?
Xander Cage?
Yeah.
So he lives off the grid and he does cool things for videos. This is like straight to V8. This is like he's almost like a CKY. Like it's like he's a YouTuber. He would be a YouTuber now, right? So he's just made sick videos doing illegal things in cool ways, like riding dirt bikes and snowboarding. And he just did. You could tell this movie was fucking huge when the X Games were out, right? Like when the X Games were taking over the world as like premium entertainment.
It's like Shaun White snowboarding.
You could tell that was around this time because it was all dirt bikes and fucking snowboards and
It's the first televised X Games year.
pretty much.
Tony Hawk ever in the X Games?
Tony Hawk
Yes.
was in Triple X.
Was he?
That's fucking unhinged.
So yeah, listen, I'll let Hunter read some of the reviews.
It took me 4 Google searches to find where this was streaming because of porn. A Rammstein cameo 38 seconds into the movie is not what I was expecting.
That one was jarring. Was not expecting a Ramstein.
Crowd surfing dead guys is absolutely electric. That should be how we have funerals for rockers. You've just entered the Xander zone. LMAO.
Unironically, it's the funniest line.
LMAO, shut the fuck up, Vin Diesel. This movie has the same dialogue as a Tony Hawk video game, and let me tell you, that is not a good thing.
It's like the type. Whoa, that guy just stole my girl. Go hit an ollie over the gap and totally show him up. Like that type of shit.
Fast and Furious, but if Dom never shut the fuck up and wore dirt bike pants the entire time, this legit feels like a spoof. Xander Cage, aka Mr. Bitches. Is that a legit thing?
No,
called?
that's me.
Okay. This movie did not age well. I'm sure this crushed when the X Games were popular. Stop thinking cop and start thinking PlayStation. Blow shit up.
Direct quote from the Xander Cage as he fired a bazooka at a submarine.
I am struggling to find the context of this movie.
Correct.
Why did they build a submarine that only functions as a speedboat and does not go underwater?
Fatal flaw.
Was it hard sitting through this movie?
No, because it was that absurd.
Yeah.
It was almost so absurd that I was like, this can't be. Like, then I'm just Googling shit. Like, let me tell you, though, XXX State of the Union.
Even worse.
Xander Cage dies. And you know what they do? They bring in Ice Cube, a man named Darius. And then they refer to him as X the entire movie.
Do they call him Darius Cage?
No, they do not. They just call him X. And I would go,
The X in Darius must be silent. Darius.
with an X.
Grand Theft Choppa. Is that a direct quote?
Yep.
They stormed the Capitol. When was this movie released?
2000.
November 8th.
That was when I watched it.
Oh.
It's 2006, I think.
What day? Was it January 6th?
I can't tell you. Oh, 2005. No idea.
The movie was all of
Oh,
the
this movie.
This movie was all of the absurd things about the first one with none of the motocross tricks or skydiving snowboards.
Yeah, it just sucked,
I'm learning now that there were skydiving snowboarders.
brother. Let me show you a video.
Brother, just
Brother.
you're on the computer right now.
I know, but hey, let me tell you, I already took a video of it. I have to find it. Okay, here we go.
Oh, I remember you sent me this.
He's just yeah, he's just fucking.
Is that Creed in the background?
I don't even know.
Probably.
But yeah, it was a lot of absurd shit. The second one, it was just Ice Cube. They try to make these Bond feeling, which, after everything I've told you, is the most absurd sentence ever. The Ice Cube one, atrocious.
Can I ask how Xander Cage died?
They didn't say. They just
was
went,
he in the movie at all?
No, he was not.
And then he came back for the third one.
Yeah, Triple
Probably
X.
in between Fast and Furious.
Yes, Triple X, The Return of Xander Cage, 2017. So, yeah.
See, 2017.
I sure did. 12 years later, they brought back Xander Cage.
Did Ice Cube just go away?
Is Darius in
He
the
wasn't
movie?
in the third one?
I don't know. So, when I went to
no
watch
spoilers, please. I might watch this.
when I went to watch this one, the second movie made me really appreciate how fun the first movie was. And at that point, I was all in on the Xander Zone.
You entered the Xander
I entered
zone.
the Xander Zone. This movie starts. First scene, it's Xander Cage. Actually, no. The first scene is Samuel L. Jackson is in a meeting with Neymar to try to recruit him into being a secret agent.
Soccer player.
Soccer superstar Neymar.
Wow.
And then he stops a robber by kicking a napkin dispenser at his head. And then they all die.
Neymar does?
Yes. And then they all get a satellite squish them. And then...
They all get a satellite squish them.
He finished the sentence, though.
He did. He did.
know
It
what?
wasn't a good
Hey,
sentence,
yeah.
but he finished it.
when you go home and watch this, was a good sentence. Scene, right?
Now he finished the sentence.
New scene. Do you know those towers in Far Cry 4 that you had to climb?
Are you referring to a radio tower?
Yes. It's Xander Cage climbing a giant radio tower in the middle of the jungle in, like, Brazil. He's at the top of the tower, okay? Are you following me? Then he clips into some snow skis.
Question.
Yeah.
Is there snow on the ground?
Nope. He's in the jungle. You know what? Let's...
Riley's constructing sentences that I can't comprehend.
Jungle skiing scene.
Nah.
Can you move the monitor a little bit? For the audio-only listeners, we are watching a clip of that scene.
Oh, he already jumped.
Literally not a speck of snow on the ground.
Brother is just skiing through
No,
the
we missed-
favela level
we
of
missed-
Modern Warfare 2.
We missed the good part. Oh, this is
What the
here
fuck
we go.
was on the back
Here
of his
we go.
neck?
That's the XXX tattoo. All right, so here's the biggest radio tower you've ever seen, and here's XXX.
Is there significance to the tattoo?
Yeah, he's XXX.
Right, that was his identity.
Yeah, he's a
right?
badass. He's dude. It's the Xander zone. He's pretty much Dom Toretto, but he talks. That's really the only difference.
Familia.
DEFCON 1?
So he's stolen some sort of box, and then bang, let him just clip into his skis.
That's not real. What?
No, it's real. It actually happened. So this movie is just 90 minutes of this.
Skiing through the jungle, doing tricks.
He's not just making a getaway. He's getting away in style. Did you go from James Bond to this?
I did, yeah.
That's the most
Wow.
unhinged thing.
I mean, I went from James Bond to James Bond. There's also a scene later in this movie where they're he's a big dirt bike guy. The
Well,
dirt
yeah,
bike is his main mode of transportation and trick. He's essentially Travis Pastrana. And
How is he getting to DEFCON 1? He's not in the U.S., and that's only
he's just setting the
US.
clock.
Without context,
the
what's
fucking-
happening? Is he running from somebody? Why did he jump off the tower?
You want the real answer? Now he's longboarding at 700 miles an hour down the streets of Brazil.
Is he going to the store? Like, what is he doing?
What he's
He's about to get hit by a
Yeah.
car.
No, what he's actually doing is he just stole cable so his entire village could watch the World Cup.
Are you being serious?
Yes.
No way.
And that DEFCON 1 countdown was tip off.
I have a question.
No way. Is that real?
I have a genuine. Do I have to read the review for that?
Yeah. So
I'm so upset that I had to watch whatever that was.
there's another scene later in this movie where he's riding a dirt bike and he's chasing another guy also on a dirt bike. They start driving on water, okay, on a dirt bike. Miles. I know what you're thinking. What, like maybe skipping over a short river or
I
something?
was just
That
gonna
could
ask
be valid.
how far.
Yeah,
'Cause
miles.
is
to
this
the
like
point-
the runway from the was it Fast 9?
No, they're
That's like
just
40 something miles long.
Hunter, here is a real photo that I captured from this movie. They were in a
Nah.
they were in a surf tunnel. Just chasing down. It was the best.
Bro, it looks like they're riding Peloton. It looks like they're riding like bicycles.
Also, the entire time, he just wears this big furry like lion jacket.
Oh my god.
He's the best.
That's the inspiration for Thrift Shop, actually.
Yeah. I also like this photo a lot. This is from But yeah, Xander Cage, when you buy into the absurdity, very fun.
Neymar killed a robber by kicking a napkin dispenser at his head and then got eviscerated by a rogue satellite. We went over it.
Yep.
Oh, Michael Bisping
Yeah.
is the bad guy.
Yeah.
The best way to avoid bullets and steal a motorcycle is by doing a back handspring. Okay, I'm all in on Xander time. The second one was so bad that I have a newfound appreciation for the Vin Diesel ones, involving absurd action sports sequences. XXX, the return of Mr. Bitches. Xander Cage is the risk. You wrote so much for this.
Yeah, I did.
XXX 3 is super self-aware, and I like it a lot more than the others for that. Also, it has Tony Gonzalez.
Tony Gonzalez was like a main character.
It has Tony Gonzalez, Neymar, and Michael Bisping for absolutely no reason. Is that the Hound from like Game of Thrones?
Yeah.
He's part of the crew. He's part of Mr. Bitch's team now.
Xander just uppercutted someone by doing a standing backflip on a... Brother, I wish that you would stop finishing sentences. If Trials Fusion was a movie, that's a very funny joke. They're driving the dirt bike on water. Okay, now they're using it as a surfboard and in a tunnel wave. Xander Cage is better than Dom Toretto. Rock, paper, scissors, grenade launcher has to be a direct quote.
Who do you think from?
Fucking Xander Cage.
Wrong. Darius. Just when the team was pinned down and needing to be saved, here comes Darius Ice Cube.
We got Sir Bitches and Mr. Bitches.
No, he's not Mr. Bitches. He tried to be Mr. Bitches, and then he fucking got pinned for killing the president.
Well, got to take half a star back because at no point were the words "Welcome to the Xander Zone" uttered.
It's only fair.
I feel like you just wasted my time.
How did these films do in the box office?
Not great,
Can't
I
imagine. They put number 3 in IMAX.
No way.
Can you look up those numbers while we
Yeah,
go over
I will.
Pacific Rim real quick? Pacific Rim stinks.
I saw the first one. I thought the first one was okay.
I didn't like them.
Do you like
Well,
fighting
the
movies?
thing was,
like,
Poity was like, these are the best movies.
that's not true. Transformers goes crazy.
Poity
These
has-
movies aren't as good as
Poity has
Transformers.
bad taste in movies.
Movies.
Dude, bad taste in
The
movies.
movies.
He
The
likes
movies.
Dude, he likes Maze Runner.
Maze Runner, the books are good. Well, he liked the books. I know that because I knew him in middle school very well.
Yeah, Pacific Rim just wasn't doing it for me.
Really? Like the boxing mech fighting style?
There wasn't that much boxing, you know. It was
Meh.
Yes,
Charlie
that was-
Day and Elliot Page go on an adventure together while mechabots fight Godzilla. Yeah, that's true.
I like kaiju. I think I'm team
Kaiju's sick.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Kaiju's nice.
You know what kaiju means?
No,
It means beast in Japanese.
I knew that because of the movie later. You're right. Yeah, it was fine. I don't know.
Yeah, they're
Yes.
fun. I thought they
Sure.
were fun.
Sure.
I never saw Uprising, but I saw Pacific Rim. And no. What's the? I think I'm thinking of a different one.
I have numbers.
Okay, let's hear it.
Well, first, for context, I just want to... I don't know if this will mean anything to
Let
you.
me tell
Can
you
you
that
give
they
us production budget? and
Yes,
a
that
lead?
was the first number I was
Let me
gonna
tell
give.
you,
Incredible.
production budget looked like a lot from the movies.
Which one do you think had the most? Was given the most
Production?
budget?
Can I want to guess number 2.
One did a lot of absurd shit, but with inflation, 3 might be. One had a lot of explosions and shit.
Can
That's
I
all.
tell
That's
you-
my only.
I think it's 2 because they didn't have to pay Vin Diesel.
They had to pay Ice Cube.
Yeah, but Ice Cube's not.
Ice Cube was kind of a star then.
So you think
Oh, it's
2
2000.
is the least?
I think it's the most.
I think 1's the most.
You're both wrong.
It's 3.
3.
Well, 3 makes sense.
Number 1, production budget, $70 million with an M.
3.
Number 2,
Oh, that's the most expensive production.
no.
Oh,
I'm just going in order.
Oh, number 3.
Chronologically. So
Oh,
number
okay.
1, $70 million budget.
Oh, got it.
State of the Union, $60 million.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay.
$10 million less dollars.
Yep.
And the third one in 2017, $85 million. So the third one
That-
was
Okay.
had the highest production
Okay, that
budget.
that feels right.
Now I'll do worldwide box office.
Yeah. So it's
Number
70,
1.
70, 60, 85. Okay, yep.
So number
What?
1,
Wait. Can we guess on each one?
I don't even need
do you
to
want the
guess.
number or which one is the highest?
I want to
Just go-
guess.
I just
Like
wanna go-
I want to guess what each one did, but based off of his review,
Okay.
because there's
Start-
no way that they made their money back. So the
I
first
think-
one, I'm gonna guess it grossed $40 million worldwide.
You're saying it made 110 total.
No, I'm saying I guess it wouldn't have grossed. I think they lost 40 million or 30 million. So
All right,
it
I think
made-
Hunter is unbelievably far off. You don't make a sequel without it being a cash cow. I'm gonna say it made 130 mil.
We're talking about the first one.
Yes.
You're both dead wrong.
Okay.
Did it make? Like, a
Remember,
shit ton of
production
money?
budget $70 million. Box office worldwide grossed $267.2 million.
Hunter,
Nah.
you don't make a sequel.
But you're not too wrong about the second one. Remember, production budget $60 million. It only grossed $71 million. So it flopped.
Yeah.
No, what do you mean? They made $1 million.
That's one of those movies that was on like Spike TV every night at like 1 in the morning.
Yeah.
Sort of like State of the Union.
I'm gonna change my mind on number 3. I think because of how goofy they seemed, became a cult classic. Did this make the most of all 3?
It did.
It was also an IMAX.
I'm gonna guess 330.
It was also 12 years after the second one.
Yeah,
So.
and modern
Keep-
day numbers.
Yeah,
I'm
keep
gonna
inflation.
guess 425. I think
You're not
those-
too far off.
I think those IMAX numbers. help.
$345
Yeah.
million.
I was.
Yeah, that's a good
Damn.
guess. Yeah, that's crazy.
with,
That's-
with an 85 mil production.
That's
budget.
preposterous.
So they
So-
made like
So they
made, like-
totaled at $683 million.
They spent like
with
That
150.
franchise
films.
made almost $1 billion.
They spent 180.
They spent 215 and grossed 260 or 683.
Yeah,
so they
that's
made like
nice.
$400 million.
Can I tell you the worst news of all? While perusing through Vin Diesel's on Letterboxd, you can click on an actor and see what
all the
movies they.
yeah.
Guess what I found? When something starts going under production, they make an entry for it in Letterboxd.
Is there a fourth one?
It's at least under some sort of production.
There's no way he's gonna be in it, right?
He
He's
has
in
to
it.
be. Fast 10 is over.
But he's so old.
The Fast isn't done.
What?
Yeah, there's
Oh,
no
is
way
it a
it's done.
2-part?
Yeah.
Oh.
Every movie's a fucking 2-part. Speaking of that, I watched Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning Part 1 finally.
Mm-hmm.
A movie I'd say the
Excited.
most excited for of like any movie out.
Recently.
Yeah.
What'd you give it?
3.5.
It's not bad.
I also
For
saw you
reference-
watch Ford versus Ferrari.
For
We're gonna
reference,
talk
I
about
gave
that.
Mission Impossible Fallout
4.5.
5-star.
Oh, did you?
5. It's one of 2 movies in the entire segment we've done so far.
What
To
was
get a
the other
5,
one? The
Maverick?
Return of the King.
Return of the King.
Yeah.
Wait, so
Obvious.
I probably could have guessed that.
what'd you rate Maverick?
4.5, I
That
think.
that's a 5, but it's not. It wasn't part of the Letterboxd segment.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah. It was fine. All the coolest parts were in the trailer.
Does that bring
like,
it down from
It does.
first?
It does.
So Lord of the Rings is one?
No, Lord of the Rings has always been one.
I thought it was
It was
tied.
It was tied in third with Jurassic.
Oh. So Jurassic Park is definitely...
Jurassic is pulled into 3. Also, I've modified. I cheated my own system, and I shouldn't do that.
Well, I think you've broken your system. I don't
Multiple
feel like you
times.
can give a 5-star because that you are now saying that any good film from here on out that is deserving of 5 stars is on par with Lord of the Rings.
Riley does
nothing
it the
can be
same way
better.
that like you would cook
Yeah.
something you've never cooked before. He goes by feeling.
Yeah.
He has no point system in play. It's
Like I feel like the highest you can possibly go is 4.5.
No, the highest you can go is 5 because it's
No.
an
brother.
option.
Have you seen Return of the King?
It's a 5-star movie, bro.
Oh, it's a great film, but I'm saying like who knows in the next 10 years what if they make another Lord of the Rings?
Then it could get a 5.
Yeah, but what if it's better than the previous
Tolkien's
one?
dead.
Like that. So
What do you think they're gonna make Hobbit 2? No,
Hobbit again.
am I wrong about this? Like
I don't know. Like, there's things can be a 10 out of 10. It's something that you like. Both Spider-Verse movies. I think they're just both. They're just. I think they're just fucking awesome.
Brian,
oh.
you know who we're talking to.
Yeah.
What we say, he's gonna.
What
be
are
like,
you? Are you one of those fucking teachers who's like, you can't get an A? It's impossible to get an A in my
Kind of,
class?
yes.
Yeah, that's fucking
It's
bullshit.
This, because that 5-star should be this infinitesimally unreachable number to account for the future. It's future proof. Like that's how I approach it.
I only have like 8 5-stars in my entire system.
I know what I'm saying. Like, what if there's a film
Brian,
that just
I've watched, like-
blows your fucking
I've watched, like,
socks off?
200
Yeah,
movies.
it gets a 5.
probably.
What if it's better than them though? You know what I
It's
mean?
6
Like,
stars,
it get-
the
yeah,
bonus stars.
do you
know
just
what
add a star?
No, do you
You
know
don't
what
system
that's
in your
Party?
system
You ever
is-
seen bonus stars? Do you know what that's called? It's called it gets a 5-star, and I hit the little orange heart next to it.
I did laugh because the third Xander
crippled
Cage
yourself.
move you hearted.
Yeah, I did.
I wasn't gonna say anything, but you brought it up.
I have a 5 stars a tight threshold. I don't allow much in. But that's for like I think that goes for just a timeless movie that I loved on top of it.
Yeah.
Like
No, I get why. You
I don't
do it.
allow much in.
I just-
Also
I
on
disagree with it.
Letterboxd, there's only so many options.
True.
I can if they had like a
Like a 0.25. Yeah.
bingo. If it was you could do whatever you want up to 5, then yeah, 4.9 would really
4.99999.
yeah, exactly. That would be the true. But like there's only 10 options.
I know
for a movie.
movies would have gotten 5 stars.
I've been starting to think about maybe just taking. I'm gonna do it on Letterboxd, but I might take this segment to like an Excel sheet and do
I
an
was
out-
gonna
and do like
say.
a 100-point system.
You know what movies I guarantee if they were eligible for this series would have gotten 5 stars each?
What?
You've been sending me a lot of pictures of them.
The Great Khali.
Aunt Lucy.
They're in the thing.
Oh.
That's full circle. How we got in this conversation.
Are
I
both of
cheated-
those 5 stars?
I cheated my own system. I
we
didn't.
each started with Pacific Rim because there's only 2 movies.
Yeah. So Paddington 1's fine where it is. It's not the best movie ever. Paddington 2, I moved up to a 4.5 because I didn't originally give it.
Was that the one that I watched the end of with you, or is that Paddington 1?
I don't remember.
This is a children's film, right?
It's fucking awesome. And it just got
Not
added.
saying that they can be bad.
It just got
Into
added.
the Spider-Verse, or Into the Spider-Verse and Across the Spider-Verse,
I
also
don't
kids
count
movies.
because those are superheroes and those apply to everybody. Like, you know.
So where I was going though, I cheated my own system. I gave it a lower rating than I truly believed because I didn't want it
To interfere
to
with.
enter like the second place role on the My Rankings thing of the overall Letterboxd rankings.
Such a chump.
I do like the idea of a spreadsheet with more
More
detailed
info.
ranking. Can you tell the listeners what your criteria are for a 5-star film? I'm very interested.
Brian's very upset about your
boy,
5
you
stars.
and me both. I had to defend my rankings yesterday in the Inner Circle chat because Mikey doesn't like Lord of the Rings, so he's like, I disagree with this thing, and I was like, Mikey, because he
It's
loves
a personal thing.
he
Why?
loves. So what I had to try to explain to people is, if you have a bad movie in your series, he loves Jurassic. I love Jurassic. There are
Stinkers.
2 to 3 bad Jurassic movies, mid Jurassic movies. A mid movie is gonna keep you from being in the top. Where Lord of the Rings,
Yeah,
all
it's
3 hit.
Insane.
They all 3 hit. Well, that was part of what went into my Paddington lies, is that I was like,
Paddington, Lord of the Rings,
they are right next to each
right
other.
next to each other.
Paddington's 2, isn't it?
Comparable.
I think it's 2 or 3, but that's what went into it though, is because like Scream, and I just finished Scream. I watched Scream 6. Scream 6,
Another
fucking
cult classic.
is awesome.
Are they? I've never seen them.
In all the Scream movies, there's no drop off. They're all really good, which shocked me because with like slashers, you imagine there's like the ones that made them famous, then like just cash grabs.
And then it gets old. It's like Saw. There's
The
some
Saw
good,
is-
there's some bad.
No.
Every Scream.
Well, yes.
You're watching Saw right now.
Yes. And I have
Every
one left. I have
every
Spiral.
Scream is fucking awesome. They all hold up very well, and they're all like independently pretty good movies.
Yeah, each one would stand alone.
Yes.
Yeah.
So like,
That's not true with Saw. Saw
That
is
is not true
very
with Saw.
dependent on each one building onto the other. So,
but I had to fight that in the chat. I was like, if the franchise has one stinker, it's gonna put it.
Brings the whole series down.
Yeah.
It's gonna bring it down.
I agree with
I call it the Maze Runner line. Maze Runner had 3 mid movies, but because of that, it is a great line of like, because if you have like 2 good and a bad,
it's like Fast and
you're gonna
Furious.
you're Fast and Furious.
That is a legendary film franchise, but they have stinkers.
It's in the
and-
bottom half
Yeah.
of the list because of that.
Fast and Furious 2, dog shit.
The issue with Fast is they
That's
also
Too Fast, Too Furious.
Huh?
Isn't it?
Wait,
yeah, the
yes,
first
it
like
is.
2 and 3 aren't good.
the issue with Fast is it doesn't have enough good ones to offset the. It's a lot of mid.
I disagree. I like 2. But
I like
which
2.
one's Tokyo? I thought
That's a
that
different
3.
series. We talked about that.
No, it's part of it. But
That is
it's
not a different series.
It's not like
It's literally
the
Fast
main
and Furious
guys.
Tokyo Drift. Yes, but it ties into the main story.
but, like,
with
even-
Han and everything.
Even like Joe was fighting for Friday. Friday is at number 11. It's at a 3.0.
That's not bad.
And
That's
that's why
perfectly
I was
in the middle.
I was like, I don't know what you expect. It's a comedy. A comedy's never gonna get like higher than a 4, even if it's like
Yeah.
the best.
It would have to be a
it-
gut busting.
Caps. Its max is a 4,
Yeah.
regardless. I was like, and also, the second one's kind of sucks.
What about Step Brothers? Is that a 4?
It's a
Step Brothers
single.
a 4, yeah. But like, and he was like, well, it should be higher. I was like, but it
Talladega
shouldn't
Nights?
because it averages out.
That's a 5.
That's
That's a
fine.
School of Rock I had as a 5 in
No,
my
it's
system.
a
I had to fix.
4.99.
I had to fix my system because I had School of Rock as a 5, and I was like, that can't be. I got to take these more seriously.
Can I?
Yeah.
I need to go through like the great comedy movies and see what you guys rate them. So Step Brothers 4.5.
Also, Paddington's
Are we-
in 3rd.
Are
My
we doing
apologies.
0.5 intervals?
Yes.
Okay.
So Step Brothers
4. Sorry, I missed the
Step-
scoring.
at the
I'm-
same way. It's only
Letterbox.
halves.
Okay.
I'm giving Step Brothers a 5. I'm going against my own system now. because because there is, especially today, there is not a single movie that will ever top the legacy that Step Brothers has left behind.
I would argue
Nothing will top it.
Anchorman at when it was first released, and
I can't believe this man just gave a 5.
Because no, I can confidently say there will never be a comedy movie to top Step Brothers.
Talladega Nights.
There won't be ever.
I like Talladega Nights.
It's great.
I like it more than Step Brothers.
I don't. Talladega Nights is a 4.5.
He just spent 20 minutes
No,
being
no,
like
no, 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 no,
fives
no, 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 no.
should be
Because
never given out.
because I said it's not future proof. But with Step Brothers, it's a different case. Comedy is kind of in its own
comedy's
world
kinda
here.
peaked,
Are you
Because
shitting
nothing
me?
will top that. Nothing will top
Comedy's
Step
pretty
Brothers.
peaked.
Walk Hard, the Dewey Cox
Walk
story.
Hard, the Dewey Cox story is excellent.
I don't think I've seen that.
You should go. That's another
Walk
fucking ranking buster.
Huh.
It has my favorite gag in comedy movies.
I think
It's-
you don't want none of this, Dewey.
That's one of them.
I think
The
I
other
do.
one is the sinks. When he gets that, I won't spoil it, but just be on the lookout for sinks when you watch it. It's
Okay.
very funny.
You should
That
watch
movie-
Walk Hard, the Dewey Cox story.
I think of it's Will Ferrell's not in that, but that is one of the funniest movies. It is by far John C. Reilly's best role.
Yeah. He's the best.
Talladega Nights, my personal favorite with both of them. Why can't I think of the other one?
I can't give a comedy a 5-star.
You can't give Walk Hard a 5.
I think it's a 5 in my system.
It
if
has
I'm
to be
being honest.
5.
I think it's already is.
Walk Hard.
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 I have too many songs on the playlist for me to not.
It's yeah.
What about
I think if you
Anchorman 1.
I'm not a huge
That's a
Anchorman
4
guy.
for me.
I never watched it when it came out. I kind of missed it. I was young,
Yeah.
and then my family didn't watch it.
But you've
Yep.
seen it.
I've seen it.
Yeah.
Saw
It's-
it late, like it's when
I
you
mean,
miss a movie for
True.
15 years, you kind of
the
miss
cultural significance of it had kind of already passed. I think we talked
yeah.
about this before. I don't even think it was on air. I think it was just we were talking about it.
That's how this segment came to form.
Anchorman
Yeah.
2.
Bad.
I would rate like 2.5
It's like a
or
2.5,
3.
yeah. Blades of Glory.
5.
That-
5.
Yeah, right?
People hate. Do you know people hate Blades of Glory?
Oh, I get it. I understand why.
A lot of people hate Blades of Glory. I put it on the other
We-
day. I
we
saw it
ta-
on cable. I was gonna go watch the Bruins.
We
game,
talked with Mikey.
and- yeah, and I found we kind of.
This is the
Is that
start
when
of
we
it.
turned Mikey though? We showed him the Iron Lotus, and he was
We-
like, "I think I'm in."
No, we showed him the wolf pack. He's like, you officially joined my wolf pack so that the lone wolf doesn't have to be alone anymore.
All right, wait.
Again, I think Nick Swartzen has the best role in that movie
Yeah.
where at the end he's like a stalker and he kidnaps and murders John Heater's character.
Oh, yeah. I know, yeah.
All right, let's real quick wrap up Letterboxd. I finished Pacific
Also,
Rim.
Are we going to dinner now?
Yeah, we can.
We're going to
Okay,
dinner?
because Shelby. Oh, you can come too.
Oh,
We were
I
gonna go on a
wasn't
double
invited.
date.
You can.
Yeah, you can.
No.
You should.
You should.
No, that's
Shall we?
fifth wheeling, dude.
It's not a double
It's
date.
not.
We're going to a bar to get a drink and wings.
I think me and Shelby are getting dinner.
Oh,
Okay, so so it's
Well, no, you just come.
yeah,
but you're still going to the same place?
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
You ever been to Second Brook in Hooksett?
no.
It's fucking good. You should come. They have one of the best steak and cheeses I've ever had.
All right, Hunt.
Yeah.
Pacific Rim Uprising. This one they just had like 4-on-1 battles, and they did a little bit of like robot v robot, and that was cool. I would have liked that.
More of that.
I would have liked more of that.
Yeah.
And then the kaiju kind of took over. They essentially had these like drones, an army of mega drones. Also, let me say about Pacific Rim, they do a terrible job of showing the scale.
Yeah.
It's an truly awful job of showing the scale of these. Also, they just kind of floated in water. Didn't get that one bit. That was my main issue with the first one. They kind of stayed away from water in the second one. But yeah, Pacific Rim Uprising. They had more Jaegers. Cool.
What does that mean?
That's the big robot guy.
I don't know. What does it translate to?
Protector.
Hunters.
Okay.
It's a German
Yeah.
word. It's a German word for hunter. You know what
I know that.
Jägermeister stands for?
Hunting Mr.
I
Hunter.
don't know what Meister is.
Master.
Master?
The
Hunter
hunting
master.
master. So
Mr.
yeah,
Hunter?
Hunter, read away.
This
Jaeger.
movie itself is ass, but the fight sequences, especially the final boss fight, are absolutely top notch.
They nailed like The
When
combat, like they did nail it in this
They
movie.
just need more.
It was just everything else was ass. It was fucking John Boyega and some little kid like, synced up. And I was like, why?
I'm all for super mega combo mega kaiju. That's a great sentence.
Yes.
Charlie Day spent the last 10 years laying pipe to a partial segment of alien brain.
That was the whole plot of this movie. Is turns out Charlie Day's been fucking a kaiju brain that he kept, and they've taken over his brain, and they're using him to fight back of the Jaegers and get back into the real world.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
God damn it made me cry. I hate it here.
I was sitting here be like, this movie sucks, this movie sucks, this movie sucks. I'm sitting in bed, and then the end, they had this really just heartwarming scene. I'm like, this movie sucks. Wiping tears from my eyes.
Did you cry during Ford versus Ferrari?
Fieri.
Fieri?
Fieri?
I don't think so.
That was a beautiful film.
I had a very good
fantastic
review
movie.
for that.
Yes, Cars, Le Mans.
What about Transformers? You think Transformers still holds up?
I'm gonna find out when I spin it.
I watched.
How many are
There's
6.
Transformers, Dark of the Moon, Transformers.
Is Shia LaBeouf in them all?
No, he's in the
he's
first
in 3.
3. Yeah,
What's the one with the dinosaurs?
There's dinosaurs?
Extinction.
Extinction. There's Transformer dinosaurs. It's crazy.
There's number 3.
Transformers 3.
Something 3. I think there's
Revenge of the
Fallen.
Revenge of the Fallen.
And then there's one more. There's Mark Wahlberg's. Don't know its name. Then there's
it's after Megan Fox.
yes.
And Shia LaBeouf
Then
are
there's
not in
Age
it.
of Extinction.
Extinction.
And then there's the Beasts one, right?
Yes.
There's at least
no.
6.
Age of Extinction is the Beast. That's the
No,
one.
there's a new one with the Beasts. Mr. Beast, Jimmy.
Jimmy.
Oh. He's in that?
Yeah, dude. On YouTube with
On
Feastables.
the YouTubes.
But yeah, this week we rolled The Mummy. Our whole movie group chat
Excited for that.
is watching The Mummies together.
That's sick.
Yeah, not like
I also have to bring up. Poity was like, "Yo, let me get a wheel spin," and then
yeah. You gotta push back.
no. I told him. I asked him if did he watch all of the John Wicks?
I don't know.
Did he answer me?
I don't know.
I'm not giving him one till he
You
can.
shouldn't.
Do you know what the name of the hotel is in John Wick?
No.
Continental. I've seen him. I know.
Okay. You ready
I'm
to do this?
gonna quiz him.
You ready to do this plunge picks of uncles, dude?
I think so.
I'm not ready, but
I don't know if I know enough.
I think. Hey, listen.
Can I go, though?
You can go first.
Tell us who it's. Wait, tell us who it's brought to you by, Hunt.
I gotta get my ad read.
I'm gonna say no phones until the third round.
Official. Rooted in hip hop, Official is a streetwear company creating high quality t-shirts, hats, and jewelry at an affordable price. Featuring recreations of classic hip hop and sports logos, as well as original designs, there's something at Official for all tastes. See for yourself at OHFISHL, as in Let's Pick Some Uncles, official.com, and don't forget to use code PLUNGE at checkout to save between 10 and 15% on your first order. Official Clothing. Live by your own rules. So, Brian, you can go first. No phones.
My number one is definitely Cousin Eddie, who's actually Uncle in National Lampoon's Christmas. The
Good
Christmas
pick. Good pick.
Vacation.
I was worried I was gonna get mine. I'm gonna take Uncle Jesse.
That's a good one.
Yep, Full House.
Is it? It's Uncle Fester
Yes.
from Wednesday, right?
Yes.
Or I guess Adam's Family in general. And then I'm gonna take me. I'm a good uncle.
You are. Similar to that pick, I'm gonna take just Uncle Bob.
I got an Uncle Bobby. Uncle Bobbin.
I also have an Uncle Bob.
There you go.
Yeah.
Everybody loves their Uncle Bob. I love my Uncle Bob.
Oh my God! We missed it.
Sorry.
Like, easy first round.
Let me fix my pick. It's your Uncle Bob.
Yeah.
It's
It's not
To be-
specifically
yes,
yours. It's
yes,
just
it's to be construed as
your
your
Uncle
Uncle Bob. Yes. All right, Brian.
I'm thinking. Go. I don't have another.
No,
one.
you got
have
it's
to
your
go.
turn, brother.
if Ryan wants to forfeit his turn, I have
No,
a good
hold
one.
Hold on. There's Home Alone. There's a good uncle. I don't know his name though. The Home Alone uncle. You know
I'll
what
let
I'm
him
talking
look up the name since he
Yes,
knows
yep.
where it's from.
about?
I think we should go no phones. I think if you can think of where it comes from,
I'm fine with that.
mostly because I don't want you to steal
I have
one that I have,
I have
in
one
the
from-
chamber.
I have one from something I watched today.
Uncle Frank from Home Alone.
Okay.
Okay, you
He's
got
like
ano-
he's like the vulture brother.
Yeah,
who just
Yeah.
All right, you got another pick, Brian.
Is the who's the guy who drives in a van in Napoleon Dynamite? Is he an uncle?
Uncle Rico.
Uncle
Yeah,
Rico.
Uncle Rico.
That's a great pick. That's an awesome pick. Okay, I'm gonna take Uncle Phil.
That's a great
Ooh, that's
pick.
good.
I'm gonna take Shannon Sharp,
Yeah, okay.
and
Good
then
stuff.
Uncle Ben.
Fuck!
I couldn't think of his name.
Fuck! I literally, Hunter, I had a speech ready for when it came to my pick. I was going to be like, with great power
Comes
comes great responsibility. Let me get Uncle Ben. All right, you know what?
Are you gonna take the
Uncle Ben.
rice?
I'm taking Uncle Ben. Let me get Uncle Ben's rice.
Can I tell you? That was gonna be my next pick.
And Brian,
I'll finish up mine with I know there's an uncle in Star Wars. I think his name's like Oliver or something. Uncle.
Uncle, yeah, it's fucking
Is it
Uncle
Oliver?
Owen.
Owen.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Uncle
Owen. Yeah.
Yeah, Uncle Ben, some spoilers. Uncle Jesse's on these lists. Come on, show me more uncles. I was going to take Stu Pickles. He's Angelica's uncle.
That's pretty good.
Oh, that's good.
We missed out, or I guess this is the last pick, isn't it?
We're already
For
done.
you, yeah.
No, it's the last one for me.
For him, yeah.
Uncle Cracker.
No, you were. We went.
Brian started.
Did I
Yeah,
go?
I started. We went a little.
How'd we
out
get
of
out of a
order.
line
I went twice in a row for some reason.
that you're supposed to?
Okay.
And then it goes.
No. We have one more round.
No, we finished.
One.
I have 4.
I have. I have 4 too. You must have
No,
not.
I have
doubled-
3. Oh no, I have 3. I just picked Uncle Cracker.
Uncle Cracker's a great pick.
That's a good.
That is
Is
good.
that your 4th?
Yeah.
Are you sure? You
Yeah.
have Uncle Ben, Uncle Cracker,
Me.
Uncle Fester,
Me.
you.
Uncle Hunter.
You had a first pick.
Uncle
No, I
Yeager.
didn't. Brian did.
No, I don't. I have 4.
No, he picked National Lampoons. You picked Uncle Jesse.
So, someone said Red Foo, the guy from LMFAO, because he's actually the other guy in LMFAO's uncle.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
That's weird.
Uncle Vernon from Harry Potter. Uncle Ben and Uncle Ben.
Uncle Fucker, the song.
Scar. He's.
Does that count?
It can, yeah, dude.
Uncle Fucker, the song from South Park, Bigger, Longer, Uncut. Shut your fucking face, Uncle Fucker. You're the one that fucked your uncle, Uncle Fucker. You don't need to sleep or mow the lawn. Just fuck your uncle all day long.
Oh, big miss. Uncle Iroh.
I don't know who that is.
General Iroh from Avatar, The Last Airbender.
Oh.
Uncle.
Yeah, I think we got most of them, if we're being honest. Like, most of the internet is just...
I should have replaced me with a different one, and I think I would have had an all-star lineup.
I think you're a great pick.
I'm really happy with. I'm taking Uncle Rico as my QB there. Like
Uncle
he was my
That
favorite.
is a
my
snag. That's a
favorite
deep
one.
cut right there.
Uncle Rico is a great fucking pick. But, I think that'll do it for this week.
I think that'll do it
I
as
think
well.
that's a good wrap.
That was.
Good.
We're going to watch The Mummy. I have
Can't
to
tell
ask
you, I forgot about that.
I have to ask a question.
What's up? Can we take? Is Brendan Fraser an uncle?
Can be. I'm sure he is. I'm sure most people are.
Uncle Rogers.
Uncle Roger.
Oh.
Mr. Roger.
Mr.
Wait.
Roger. Oh yeah. And now I'm just adding uncle.
Uncle Tony Stark.
Wait, there are a lot of uncles in.
Yeah, they're
Game of
all
Thrones.
uncles, dude.
Yeah.
Everybody's an uncle.
Yeah.
Brother, dad,
That's why Uncle Bob is such a
Ned
good
Stark.
pick. I almost
Uncle
also
Bob,
if I couldn't think of
Uncle
a fourth
Steve.
if I couldn't think of a fourth one, I was gonna take Uncle Mike.
I don't have an Uncle Mike.
A lot of people do.
Uncle Steve. Uncle doesn't sound like a real word anymore.
Uncle Dave, also a good pick.
I don't have an Uncle
I
Dave.
don't have a Mike or Dave.
Wow.
Riley also
I have
has like 17 aunts and uncles.
I have an uncle everything.
Ted.
My dad's one. No Teds. A lot of biblical names
Yeah.
in my family.
He's got
Hunter,
Uncle Abraham.
Hunter, do I need me trying to protect the ranking system is fighting out again? Do we need to include Tom Cruise's The Mummy from last year? Or is this
No.
Brendan Fraser's
This is
Mummy?
Brendan Fraser's
How
The
about
Mummy.
how about I will watch Tom Cruise's, but
I
I'm
won't
not gonna
require it. I don't think it's the same.
but I'm not gonna include it.
I don't think it's
in the ranking.
canonical, so I
Probably
don't think it counts.
If it is it included?
I'm gonna say no because
Just
I almost just said Uncle Fraser.
Just Brendan Fraser's mummy.
Yeah, Brendan Fraser's the mummy.
All right. Nice.
There it is.
Nice.
I looked up. Well,
Those are gonna be a good watch. They're fun.
Well, I was nervous today because I looked up the Tom Cruise one.
Never mind. I'm thinking of the Scorpion King. I don't know if I've ever seen the Mummy.
Well, that's a problem. I think they're fun. I don't know.
I've seen one, and I liked it.
All I know is Tom Cruise's had like an average of like a 2.1 on Letterboxd, and I was like, "This is gonna tank it. This is gonna tank the Mummy."
No, just Brendan. I know Brendan Fraser's in the Mummy, and I'm gonna limit you to just Brendan Fraser.
Okay, the real three.
Yes.
The OG trilogy.
They're originally. Thanks for listening, guys.
Go check out all of our friends. Go check out the Simmons, Adam and Bobby. They're coming for Halloween next year.
Are they really?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
On their episode 2, Bobby was like, "Man, I want to go to a Halloween party." And I texted him. I was like, "Bobby, we have a Halloween party every year. I'd love if you came." So they're going to come to Halloween next year. They're going to come as Lethal Weapon.
We should dress up as like Police Academy. Same era movie.
I'll be Bobcat Goldthwait. Yeah, so go check out our friends. Go listen to Simmons and More AVB. New
Adam versus
season.
Bobby.
Adam versus Bobby versus
Check out
bars.
HT Noss.
Check out
The Hood Diner.
Hood.
The Unseen Eye.
Failing Hollywood because the strike is after. Over.
What other shows we got? We got to wrap this up. We're losing our.
The strike is over, which means Failing Hollywood's over. But check it out before it leaves. Just kidding, Mikey's great. He's gonna keep doing the podcast even when he works.
Even if it's Bobcat Goldthwait.
Go check out The Angry Motherfucking Dad. Go check out The Untrained Eye. And hey, while you're there,
I think I said The Unseen Eye. I still don't know any of the shows on the network.
Go check out The All Bros while you're at it. They just did an episode on fucking Chicken Run.
You know, for old time's sake, check out Glenn Thinks Stuff.
Yeah, and the reasons are several.
I don't remember that.
I popped into a Glenn Thinks Stuff like a month ago just to see
he
if
still
he was
doing it?
He's still kicking, thinking stuff. Not often at all anymore.
Maybe he's had his thoughts.
Well, you know, he's a struggling father. You know why? Because Glenn is our dad.
He's our dad.
Boogie, woogie, woogie, woogie. And we will see you all next week. Thanks, Brian.
Bye.
Thanks, Bri.